Aloha and good day, my friends and yogis. Nicole Spirit in the house, and we have special guest Puka dog today. I just thought that if we're doing a beautiful yoga class for relieving stress and anxiety, that what better way than to have one of my beloved doggies here, and the other one is out on a pack walk, so we're so happy to join you today. Let's start in a comfortable seated position. Just notice what's been going on for you lately. It's been a really intense time, and if you're doing this class right away, then we're at a full moon today, super moon. So that just means that the moon's a little bit closer to Earth than usual. The moon affects our emotional cycles and just how things have been going. So just noticing what's going on, trying to really feel centered and grounded, feel balanced, and notice if you've been feeding the light side of you and doing your meditation and doing your yoga, qigong, or if you've been feeding a bit more of the darker parts, which is like more of the partying and, playing and getting into some of the rowdy stuff. So let's just find that essence of balance for this practice. And my intention is to really have us come into a space that can be so soothing and peaceful. So we're going to sit in Sukhasana, which means your good place. So find your good place. You might bring your cheeks back, just getting a sense of rooting and grounding into the mat. Sit up nice and tall, have a really beautiful posture. And we're just going to increase our breathing to 6 counts on the inhale. Then we're going to pause for 6 counts, exhale for 6, and pause for 6. It's called square breathing. So I'll count with you. Let's inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Then we exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And at the end of the exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do a couple more rounds together. Inhale for 6. Pause for 6. Maybe you close your eyes. Just pay attention to that counting. Exhale for 6. And at the end of the breath, pause for 6. Good. Let's do 2 more rounds. This is an amazing breath to quell anxiety. And let's exhale for 6. And at the end of breath, you just hold, pause, do nothing. Last round. Inhale for 6. Pause for 6. Maybe you have a little smile on your face. Exhale for 6. And at the end of breath, pause again and hold for 6. Good. Normalize your breathing. Let's bring our hands over our heart, and I want you to think of 3 things that you're grateful for. And they can be really simple. You might be grumpy, you might have problems, and that's okay. You might have anxiety, and I just want you right now to focus on 3 things that you're grateful for. I'm also going to invite you to ponder that maybe one of or all of your biggest problems in life right now are actually things that are happening for you to release what's no longer working, to release stress and to let go. So let's think of 3 things we're grateful for. And then I want you to just smile gently and say to yourself, there is so much to be grateful for. Let's say that 2 more times together. There is so much to be grateful for. 1 more time. Big inhale, smiley breath. There is so much to be grateful for. Good. And then let your hands go, hands on the knees. Let's do some spinal circles. Bring yourself to one knee and then over to the other, and then big circle around back. I want you to just loosen up your spine. Notice what energy you've been holding on to. The hips tend to hold a lot of emotions, so just seeing if we've got anything stuck. You can always modify this and make it a smaller circle. We have a hibiscus open today, one of my symbols of good luck and happiness. Let's do 2 more circles and then we'll go the other direction. Smiling and breathing, your connection to feeling good. So let's go the other direction now, bringing your chest from one knee to the other. Big inhale, exhale as you go back. This should feel nice. This is said to draw up your soul, your spirit energy, really makes that connection between living in the body and the mind and with your soul all at once. The true meaning of the word yoga, the union or the yoke. Let's do 2 more circles. Smile, slow it down. Good. And then come to center. Just notice how you're feeling today. Let's be kind and find a sweetness within ourselves. Inhaling, feeling a sense of peacefulness, even if you have to intend or create it. Nice long smooth breath, and then exhaling out any stress or tension. Just let that go. Inhaling peacefulness. Sitting up nice and tall with a beautiful posture, and exhaling any anxiety. 1 more time. Inhaling that serenity. And exhaling, letting go. Good. That should feel really nice. Let's just smile and breathe. We're going to now extend the right leg long. So get this space where your left knee is folded in, the right leg is long. And we're going to do a little variation. Maybe not what you're expecting, but it feels really good to mix it up a bit. So take your right hand onto your left knee, and then we're going to reach the left arm up, and then we're going to reach over towards our toes. So you're not going to probably get all the way down to your foot, but I just want you to feel this dynamic action of your body moving in 2 directions at once. So nice length in the spine, and then a lateral bend as we're reaching over towards the right toes. 1 more breath. You might sit up slightly on an inhale. Find that smile, exhale and reach, squeeze out some crappy thoughts. We all have them. Good, and then let's come back up. Let's release that left arm, square up your hands again, and then let's stretch out the left leg long. So right leg is gonna fold in, make sure we have room for the Puka dog. She's my first rescue dog, and she's such a sweetie. She loves all people. Some dogs she has to definitely take her time getting used to. All right, left arm is gonna float to the knee or thigh, just finding a comfortable place. Right arm is gonna reach up, you're gonna tickle the hibiscus, and then you're gonna reach over towards your left extended foot. Make sure it feels cozy, you're not like crunching or cracking or creaking anything that feels weird. Just find that nice opposing action of your arms. Big inhale, maybe sit up slightly. Use your core strength. Exhale and come down. Squeeze out any negativity, any sadness. 1 more breath, lift up. and then come down. Good. Let's bring that right arm back up. Release both arms onto the thighs, and then we'll float that left foot in. Take a moment here, see how you're feeling, and then we're going to come off of our seat and onto our hands and our knees. So just arriving with the hands directly under the shoulders. I want you to make little paws with your hands, just grip into the mat. Your knees are about hip width apart. And we're just gonna wag our tail. Just bring your hips from side to side, get a nice lateral bend. Again, maybe a little bit of a soft smile in the face. There's so much to be grateful for. And just focusing on that energy that maybe your problems are actually the best thing that can happen for you right now. Come to center. We're gonna do cat-cow, so lowering the belly, lifting the head and the pelvis. Just find that really nice stretch, and then draw the navel into the spine, round your back, and bring your chin forward and tip your pelvis down. So going with this nice motion, just feeling this release in your spine. Breathe one direction, lengthen, and then exhale, and go the other way. And then we're gonna come to flat spine. Today we're gonna try sunbird, the phoenix pose. We're gonna reach our right arm long, like somebody's shaking our hand. And if it's available, you don't have to go this far, but you can reach your left leg behind you. So you've got a lot of strength happening in that left arm. Now, if you're feeling it, you lift the toes, the left foot, and just really point that nice diagonal line from your fingers to your toes. Do up your belly button zipper. Feel that strength. Let yourself shake and vibrate a little bit. Good. And then we're going to release down. Right hand down, left knee down. We can do a little wrist release. Bring your fingers out to the sides for a moment. If it's available, bring your fingers all the way towards your knees. That might be too intense, so just decide where you can stretch today, then come back to the sides, back to forwards. We're going to sit back, flip our hands so that the back of the hands are on the mat as much as you can. You open your fingers. That's pretty tender for me, so don't worry if you feel a lot of energy there. It's super good for you. Sit back on your heels and shake your wrists. I'll pet the dog for you for a moment. Whether you have your own dogs or cats or animals, it's always said to be a really nice stress reliever to connect with animals and nature. All right, let's come back to all fours. Hopefully your wrists are vibrant and feeling awake, but not in any strain or pain. Now we're going to do the other side. So again, option just to do the arm or just do the leg. So we're going to stretch the left arm long, again, like somebody's going to shake your hand. Right leg straight behind you. That's enough for you today. Maybe zip up that inner core area towards your low back. If it's available, lifting those right toes, pointing through the fingers and toes. Let's hold for 2 breaths. I am strong. Say it to yourself. Feel it. Last breath. Beautiful. Release down. Let's do a nice child's pose. You can open your knees super wide. Sink your hips down. Options, you can stack your fists. Just rest your forehead. You can cross your forearms. You can also reach the arms out long. This should feel really nice, so just enjoy. Let's take a couple breaths here. Think about being a little kid and not having too many worries in life. Good. Then we're going to slowly walk our hands back. We're going to curl the toes under, and we're going to come onto our feet. So just feeling yourself in this little squat position for a moment. The knees can be open to the sides. You can stay on the balls of the feet, and your hands are forward for support. See how that feels. We're going to try 11 froggy squats today. So we're going to lift the back side of the body, straighten the knees a bit, head comes down. That's an inhale. And then exhale, come back, So the head comes up, the butt comes down. So we inhale up, vigorous breath, exhale down. That's 4. 3 to go. Good job. Now we're going to align the feet so that they're straight. Bend the knees, let yourself hang in forward fold. Slowly just dangle the body, lift up a little bit, and then we're going to roll the body all the way up to standing. So feel like there's an imaginary wall behind you. You're lifting your whole spine up. My new shirt from Cerratos Dog Rescue in, I believe, Baja California, supporting rescue dogs in Mexico. All right, let's come to our Tadasana, either with the feet hip width apart or toes as close as touching. You can lift the toes and then lower them down. Get a sense of grounding and rooting into the earth. Stand up nice and tall. Look at something that can hold your gaze or balance. And I like to bring my mind's eye into my heart and create a connection with a beautiful space, maybe something known as like a crystal cave, or an energy of like a place of inner peacefulness, a sanctuary that you can go to in a few breaths and just really feel that connection to unconditional love straight from your heart. The heart chakra is associated with the color green. It's said to be connected to nature and humanity and animals all around you. So just be in your sanctuary for one more breath. Find your inner peace. Connect with it so that when you need it the next time, you know that you can smile and breathe and just release and let go of any anxiety or tension. Just like Puka dogs, breathing nice and deeply. Let's bring the arms up. Let's do a lateral bend. We can clasp the fingers together, interlace, and then the thumb and index pointing straight up, temple mudra. We're going to do a lateral bend to the left. So just feeling this big opening in your spine. Then come back up to standing. Again, do up that imaginary zipper up the front of the body. Go to the right. Really feel both feet rooting into the ground. And then we're going to come up to standing. Let's release the arms and we're going to do our swaying tree. So we're going to inhale and come forwards. The knees are a little bit bent. Exhale and come back into a little bit of a back bend. If you find this is a little bit much on your low back, you might hold your hands gently to the back. Swaying tree, palm tree. And fun little side fact that the word Tamara, or the name Tamara, means palm tree in Hebrew. Good. One more time in each direction. Just take what you need, release what no longer works. Good. And come back to center. So we've done a lateral bend for the spine. We've gone front and back. Now we're going to twist. This is called opening heaven's door. So your feet are about shoulder width apart. Arms are just loose by your sides, and we're going to start to spiral the body so that the hands make contact with the belly and the low back area of the body. You can look over your shoulder, smile, take a deep breath. Feel this really nice connection to the center of your body. You are strong, you are happy, and we all have problems, we all have challenges in life. Maybe even think about how when we're in a human body, that's when we get a chance to experience conflict. We experience the hot and the cold and the day and the night. And, you know, when I get really challenged, I always come back to this little statement of 3 words. I choose love. And it doesn't have to be a religious or even spiritual thing. It can just be, you know, what is going to get me out of this problem or situation? Good. Feel that connection with your arms and your lower belly and your low back. Now keep your head facing forwards. It's as though the shoulder comes right under the chin. And this just gives your neck and your spine a little bit of a different stretch. The arms are still connecting with the belt channel of the body, the center of the body known as a gateway to what they call the heavenly space. How we can connect with that every day. In fact, when we sleep every night, we take an astral journey. And are you brave? Can you leave your body and go travel to the most beautiful realms? The never-ending story. Good, slow it down. It's a lot of info. And then just come back to center and just feel your body. Some people notice a zipping and a buzzing of energy. Just feel yourself. Feel yourself. Should feel really nice. Good. So we're just going to do one yoga standing posture. Let's do a warrior 2 today. Virabhadrasana. Step your feet about 1 leg length apart. We're going to turn the right toes out. We're going to bring the arms up shoulder level. Just notice if your shoulders are up to your ears and lower them down. We're going to look out past our right extended arm and we're going to bend our right knee. So just standing in this nice, strong Virabhadrasana number 2 pose. Both legs are really strong here. Send out imaginary energy from your fingers out the front hand and loop around the earth and come in the back hand and feel that extraordinary energy of feeling like you've just given the earth a hug and maybe the earth is going to hug you back. Then we're going to lean forwards, big breath, big reach with that right arm, and then lift up and back, coming into peaceful warrior. This one's called Shanti Virabhadrasana. Shanti, my world is peace. Om Shanti. One more breath, nice back bend. Legs are strong. Good, and then release the arms. Slowly straighten that right leg, and we'll release the hands by our sides. Right toes turn in. Left toes turn out, and we're going to do the same thing. Arms up to shoulder height, drop them down from the ears, bend the left knee so it's right over your left ankle, and feel strong, feel noble. Feel like you've got that sense of inner calm and serenity so that you know that if there is challenge, you have the energy you need. One more breath, shoot energy out your fingers. Go all the way around this earth with a big hug. Come into the right fingers and just feel that strength, that commitment to being a human, being alive, and being ready for all the good and the bad. And handle yourself with patience and kindness and love. Reach forwards with the left arm, big breath. Then exhale, tip back. Come into what feels like a comfortable space. Catch a rainbow. I just love when rainbows are around the room. It's that energy of white light refracting to the whole visible color spectrum. It's so beautiful. It's very scientific, but it feels magical. Okay, release the arms. Straighten that left leg. Arms float down. There's a rainbow on Puka. And then that left foot turns in. We're going to walk our feet together. Now, I'm not a huge fan of jogging or jumping, but it is super good to jump on the spot 5 or 6 times to strengthen your bones. It gives your bones a little message to stay super strong. Good. Now run on the spot for 5 seconds. And that's it. That's the most I'll ever ask you to jog. Make your way down to the mat now. Find a comfortable seated position. And I also invite you to lay down if you want to come into your full Shavasana. So we're going to just meditate for a couple of moments. I have these really beautiful cards called What's Your Power? And they're supposedly for little kids, but I think they're for everybody. So I want you to find a meditative position with your spine tall, your eyes closed, the chin a little bit tucked. You can bring your back of the hands on the knees, thumb and index finger together, and just find your breath. Try to increase the inhale to 5 or 6 seconds and the exhale to 5 or 6 seconds. And while we breathe and just slow down, meditate together, I will offer this beautiful card. Adaptability is my power. And here are the statements that go with it. I am adaptable. I am flexible. I am easygoing. I welcome change with ease and an open mind. I am adaptable. Can you remember a time when you were adaptable? How did it feel? So pondering that today, not just right now, I want you to feel yourself being adaptable the next time you might have any challenge or something that possibly could cause tension for you. I want you to take a few deep breaths, smile a little bit, count your blessings. There's so much to be grateful for. And perhaps you need to meditate on the words, I choose love, for a few minutes before you answer, before you react. And you know, this is a beautiful question. What is the best that could happen? What is the most favorable outcome for any situation? So I want you to take one of your problems in life right now, and I want you to just really imagine it going the best way. Just take a couple of moments, close your eyes, and take any situation that's troubling you and imagine that it all works out for the best. It might not go that way, but I want you to at least imagine what is the best that could happen. Good job. So I can't tell you how grateful I am for you. It's wonderful to practice with you. I really appreciate your time and energy. Let's float the hands together at the heart. You can be laying down in Shavasana. You can come up to a seated Sukhasana, easy pose, good place. And I'm here to just remind you that you are full of good place. And it just maybe takes a little bit of time and energy. Maybe you just even listen to this class. And from my heart to yours, I am so grateful for you and for love and for this universe. And just a reminder, I have problems like everybody else. So I'm doing this class for you and for me. I don't make any money doing this. I'm just here to be of service. It's what they call Bhakti Yoga. So I hope you take good care. Let's keep the hands at the heart and bow the head just a little bit. We dedicate the merits of this practice to all sentient beings. May all beings be relieved of their suffering, and may we dwell together with great fruitfulness and harmony. The light in me greatly honors and sees the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I know that if you're here, you're super appreciative that I brought Puka, and just give her a little smooshy smoosh from you. Take good care. We love you. See you next time.